is my first video of 2018. I hope you had an amazing holidays, amazing new year, and I cannot wait for this year to take place. And now I'm going to start doing YouTube videos again because I know it was a bit slow towards the end of the year. I'm not talking like I am now through this video. I've got a new camera, and you might be able to hear it, but I don't know if you can because it's my first video doing it, so I haven't edited yet. You hear this clicking noise? Can you hear it or not? This is why I'm doing a voiceover, because I'm not sure how it's going to sound when I'm talking and you've got the clicking where it's focusing. So I still need to figure out how to work the new camera. But I know last year was a bit slow. I was, you know, back to back throughout the year, and then it got to about September and it slowed right down, and it was like once or twice a month towards the end of the year. It was like, I think December I didn't even do one. So yeah, I want to get back on track, back to doing them all the time. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my New Year's Eve makeup that I wore. Very glitz. I haven't worn glitter in so long, and it's made me love glitter again because it's just so pretty. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. And make sure to thumbs up and subscribe before you go. See ya. Okay, so onto the voiceover. So I'm starting off with priming my skin. This is using the iconic illuminators. This one I believe is in Glow. I love using these underneath my foundation just because it really does leave a glow through the skin as if it's coming from within, or I like to use it after I put foundation on so that it's even more glowy, or mixing it in, but for today I'm using it before. And then I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Foundation. I have recently bought this. It's a new purchase and I love it. Oh my god, if you love full coverage, you're going to love this, which I obviously love full coverage. And I've gone for the most yellowy shade, as you will see. At first, I'm going to look really yellow, but it does tone down towards the end of the video. I'm not sure if it oxidizes, I'm not sure if it's because everything else I put on with it, but basically this foundation is so full coverage that you probably would not need a concealer. It covers up all the redness. I love the yellow undertone. As you will see, I look like a Simpson right now, but trust me, it will blend. And then I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is my all-time favourite concealer. This is in NC20, I believe. And that's going in all the places that I highlight, so under eye, nose, chin, everywhere basically. And using the Real Technique sponge to dab everything out. Every liquid that I will be using is using the sponge to dab. And then I'm going into the NYX HD powder in Banana, another yellow undertoned powder. This is going underneath my eyes and any of the highlighted areas that I did with the concealer. And then I'm going to go into the Maybelline matte makeup powder. I believe this is in some beige. So that has a slightly more pinky tone to tone it down, and that's just to set everywhere else. What I've been loving at the moment is the Loreal powder. I don't actually know what powder it's called. Oh, wait, no, it's True Match. It's definitely True Match. But it's obviously darker, so it's bronzing for me, and that's what I've used for contouring. And then I'm going in with the MAC Give Me Sun, obviously, one of my favourites, to warm up the entire look so that I don't look pasty. And I'm just using that to bronze the skin. And I've just used my usual Galifornia Dreamin blush by Benefit. Now, this palette that I'm using for my brows now, I'm also using on my eyes. It's a new MORPHE palette. You may have noticed the packaging is new. I'm absolutely loving the new palettes, like the new packaging for them. I much prefer them compared to the ones that they usually have. These ones feel so much more luxury. They feel more weighted. The way they've set all the colours out just looks so much better than just throwing a load of colours in one big palette. So as you saw, I'm using two colours. I'm using the lighter one for the front of my brow and the darker one just for the ends. And then I'm going in with a brow gel. This is the Maybelline Brow Gel, but there's loads that you can get, loads that all do exactly the same thing as long as you get the right colour for you. I've tried Loreal and Benefit, they're all just as good. And then I'm going in and concealing my brows and carving them out. I'm using Select Cover Up Concealer by MAC, which is what I always use if you're going to do like a bold look. It is a really light concealer, so it makes all of your eyeshadows really stand out and pop. And then I'm covering the entire eyelid space, so it's like starting from a blank canvas when you put your eyeshadows on, and I believe the colour is NW15 for the concealer. So I'm going in with this really warm eyeshadow, like a really light orange. That's going to be my transition colour, and I'm doing it as a spotlight effect, so I'm going around the edges of my eye and leaving that centre bit free. And I'm just building up the colour until I'm happy with how much pigment there is on my eyelid. I'm then going into the next colour, which is also really warm but slightly darker, more of a warm brown, and the exact same technique. I'm going to be going around the edges, leaving that centre bit free. And for the last colour in this eyeshadow palette is a darker brown, and this is going in the inner corner, on the outside, and just through the crease. Every colour that I use that is darker will not blend out as much as the first colour. So every colour you do will blend into each other. So the colour that is the furthest away will be the colour you started off with, which will be the orange. As you can see, the orange is the lightest and it is furthest away. Every darker colour will stay inside the eye. I'm then cutting the crease. This is a spotlight cut crease, and I'm using the same concealer, NW15 Select Cover Up by MAC. And I'm just cutting that crease, creating a little line where the actual crease of the eye is, and then I'm blending the edges out with an eyeshadow brush. I'm then going into Peaches and Cream pigment. This is in Wish. This is one of my most popular colours that I use. It's a really light gold, but it's very bold still. And I'm just patting that on. No matter what you do, make sure you pat the pigment on, don't rub it, as it will take the concealer off with it. And then I'm going into the eyeshadow brush again and just blending the edges so that it all blends nicely and doesn't look like one block colour. And then I'm going in with this champagne glitter. I'm using eyeshadow glue to do the lids first by patting a really thin layer on, and then dipping into the glitter, and same again, just patting on top for it to stick. You get a very small amount of fallout, but nowhere near as much as what you would by using other products to stick, because the glue does literally just hold it, sort of thing. So you don't get much fallout. If you blink a couple of times, a little bit will come off, but that's all you're going to get for the night. I will link every product down below that I have used and where I got them from, because that glitter was off eBay, but you are allowed to use it on your eyes, don't worry. And now I'm going in with liner and mascara. I used Rimmel Glam Eyes liner for the liner, obviously, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury mascara. Time to stick some lashes on now whilst I'm meeting my quality streaks. These are the Tatti Lashes. Same again, I'll link them down below. These are my favourites at the moment. They're so dramatic, perfect for a night out, perfect for New Year's Eve these were, but I'm honestly wearing these all the time at the moment. And I've just lined my waterline as well using Ingot Gel Liner, as that holds and it's super bold. And then I'm going with the same colours that I used on top. So I used the orange first, which I'm using under the eye. And then I'm going in with an even smaller brush and taking the darkest colour that was in the palette that I used on top to go right against the lash line closest to the liner. And then for the lips, I'm going in with MAC Lip Liner in Cork. I'm just lining my lips. And then I'm going into lipstick. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's called Kissing Kate. It's a really light nude, which I'm absolutely loving. I only have Kissing Kate and Kim K at the moment, which I absolutely love. But they are pricey. They are pricey lipsticks when you compare them to like MAC or whatever. And then I'm going back into the lip liner and going around the lip line even more, just so it blends all together. Doesn't look like you've got a really harsh lip line. And then I'm going in with one of the lip toppers from Jouer. This is a mini one that I got from the Christmas kit. You've got a bunch of mini ones, and I love how shimmery and metallic this is to the lips. And for the final bit to finish this entire look off, this is the Urban Decay highlighter in Sin. It's actually one of my favourite highlighters at the moment. It is bold, but it is very finely milded. It just glides on. It doesn't look chunky. I love how soft it is, but still bold. Doesn't look as bold right now. Oh wait, no, it does. it does, yeah. And I'm just highlighting all the areas I usually do, which is my cheekbones, my nose, my chin, my brow bone, and my inner corner. And that is the finished look. I hope you liked my New Year Eve makeup. If you did, then please like and subscribe. And if you do know how I can manually fix this camera, how I can manually focus it or stop the shutter noise or something like that, otherwise I'll just use my old camera for now until I figure it out. But if you do know, then please let me know down below. Thanks, bye.